What ontology means in general, although it doesn't really tell us much, is the science of being, the science of existence. The science, what is there? What is there? There's the ontological question. What is there altogether? And what things are there? Sticks, stones, no dragons, no fairies. We can make those decisions at that level pretty easily. And but then we get into abstract objects, and there's a school of philosophy, the nominalists, who claim that there are no abstract objects. There are no such things as numbers. There are words for the numbers. There are words for classes, properties, all these. But they're mere words. They're words that make sense in context. They're indispensable words, but it doesn't mean that there are any such things. And then the nominalists would go on using arithmetical language, among other things, and language that which others had said talked about these abstract objects, where the words did refer. What difference does it really make if you're just going to go on using these terms anyway, say that they don't mean anything? Well, they seem to be felt by the nominalists and other philosophers that it made a difference. But the difference was never drawn. So I took that problem on. I came to a conclusion of just what the decisive thing was, and it was a matter of whether these alleged objects were or were not figuring as values of the variables, to put it in terms of algebra. But what that really amounts to when we're working in ordinary English rather than mathematical symbols is whether they are referred to by pronouns, whether they are referred to by pronouns, and by pronouns of a special kind. There are pronouns of laziness, as the philosopher Peter Geach calls them, where you're just using the pronoun in order to save repeating the long, perhaps long and awkward expression, which is its grammatical antecedent. These are the pronouns of laziness. But there's another use of pronouns, which we tend to lose sight of, where the pronoun is not replaceable by its grammatical antecedent. Namely, if the grammatical antecedent is everyone, everything, someone, something, any of these, that you can't just put the antecedent in place of the pronoun. Oh, what would be an example of someone dropped his wallet? You're not giving quite the same information if you say someone dropped someone's wallet. It mightn't be his. This is an essential pronoun, a pronoun that's irreplaceable by its antecedent. That is the analog in ordinary language of the variable of algebra. Although those of us who know algebra from school wouldn't see any such relationship. When you get these things all ironed out in terms, well, primarily of modern mathematical logic, one begins to see that ultimately the function performed, the service performed by the variable is just what's performed in ordinary language by the essential pronouns. So here was my answer, and still is, to the question of ontology, that is to the question, what does it mean to say that there are or that there aren't? What are we committing ourselves to in the way of what we can go on and say afterwards without going counter to our answer to the first question? So ontology then for me really came to have and to have content of a philosophical kind, and characteristic of philosophy of the kind that speaks to me, namely clarifying fundamental ideas, and nothing could be more fundamental, certainly more elementary, more basic to ordinary language than what there is.